evening, folks. Not a big fan of having the camera shoot me at the back of my bald head, but I'll do my best. Mayor, I'm disappointed in you and the city. I've known you a long time. And for the last year and a half, your city has been fighting me in an investigation of Acadian ambulance. You're doing it again after the Attorney General's office told you that the records we sought were mostly public, which included response time records. The city told us last year they don't have any. If you don't, then that is sad. First of all, it's sad for these people right to know, but it's also a danger to public safety. We've busted them for falsifying response time records in 2 cities. You know that. And I told you by text, and I plan to use that text, that you want to go to war with me, then we're going to go to war. And it's going to start with your city attorney's office and your city secretary. I've asked for records, public records from government for 50 years. I ain't no novice, Mayor. And I just told your city attorney guy there something I'm going to tell you in the council. Every request I make, I get back a response telling me my requests are too vague. When I ask for your travel records, that ain't vague. When I ask for the pay of city employees, that ain't vague. And I just told your city attorney representative that if the city keeps playing games with me and my firm, I will take this city to court, and you guys can explain to the taxpayers why you wasted all this money. In the meantime, our investigation has widened. Public corruption complaints have come in over the last several weeks. And you've changed your campaign reporting in the last few days to fix a problem you have with the designation of a campaign treasurer. In looking at your campaign records, I see hundreds of thousands of dollars to a company that's run by Chris Cortinas, Cavalier Strategies, for consulting after you won the last election. Where is that money going? What are they doing? That company does not have even an active business permit in Houston, or excuse me, in Texas right now. I've also noticed that your neighbors may have gotten contracts as part of the convention center deal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think people have a right to know that. I'm letting you folks all know this, that your election coming up, I ain't got no dog in this fight. I don't live in the city of Pasadena, but I know something, that over the years I've been able to judge candidates by those who call me back and those who don't. That guy, I'll pronounce your name, Councilman Scheinbein, hope I don't mess it up, he called me back right away, sat down for an interview today, and said we need transparency in this government. Mr. Lindbergh, he won't call me back. He told me I'm going to call him tomorrow. We'll hold our breath to see if he talks to us. I go for transparency. I tell people to vote for the people that want to stop what is going on here. This place used to be open. It used to be an open place, Mayor, and something happened along the way for you to lose the ability to be transparent, and I'm very disappointed.
Next up is the white bucket.
Thank you, Councilman. Jeff, I never attend the council meetings until I really have something to say. Jeff, this is directed at you. My dad and I supported you your first term, big time, as you know. 3 years later, I came to you after I had talked to Lloyd Hatley, who you had appointed as the police chief. Lloyd called me and said, Dwight, I've got 3 openings. If you can get mayor to give you one of them, I'll be glad to hire you. My dad and I came in your office, talked to you. You said, Dwight, no problem. I promise you've got the next one. Did you ever hire me? No. Did you ever call me? No. I held a grudge against Lloyd Hatley for 2 years. I met him 2 months ago at the medical center. He came, he didn't want to talk to me. He said, because you probably got things to say to me I don't want to hear. I said, you're right, Lloyd. You were a friend. He said, let me tell you. He said, it wasn't me. Jeff is the one that would not hire you. I said, why didn't you come to me and tell me? He said, I know how you are. You went to him and told him what you thought. I said, you're right. He said, yeah, and he said, then I would have got repercussions from Jeff. That's the way you operate. I've heard it from other people. I've heard a lot of things about you since we supported you. But I'm up here tonight. I'm not no two-faced. I'll tell you what I've got to say. You're a liar. And I hate to call people that, but Jeff, you are. You're not a mayor. A mayor is honorable. You're not honorable. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you for all you have to say. Appreciate it. Woo! Michelle Parton.
Good afternoon, council. Good afternoon, mayor. I'm here this evening. I'm sorry that there's been some people here that have had complaints. On the other hand, have not. I'm here this evening because I have watched council meeting after council meeting, week after week, month after month. I myself, as well as others who have watched and seen this both in person and recording, seen people up here spew, spout, hatred, lies, misinformation, stories that they've been told or heard for whatever reason at our mayor, about our mayor. Whether they are true or not, that's what they believe while they're up here. We may or may not see that tonight. We have the news here, we have Grizzly here. Maybe they'll show their colors while they're here tonight. Or not.
Grizzy with a,
Grizzy.
yes ma'am.
Why do they do this? I don't know. I wish that it would stop. We've all seen the worst of people at every council meeting for a long time. I wish it would stop. Bullying and harassing our mayor and our councilmen and women is not right at any time. But specifically tonight, what I am here for is to say thank you to our mayor. He is on his way out at the end of his second term. I want to say thank you to him for everything that he's done for our city, for our wonderful city of Pasadena. I've been here my whole life. He's done so much to move our city forward in his 8 years. I'm gonna briefly go over just a few things. We have a new police and fire training academies. We've had a reduction in property taxes from 57 cents per $100 valuation in 2017 to 47 cents per $100 valuation. We're continuing to add new police officers to hit over 300 with the new graduating academy, soon to hit 306. We have a new courthouse. We have Preston and Ritchie roads that are now finished with South Shaver, Red Bluff, and Pasadena Boulevard, all major thoroughfares under construction. We have a new SimTac building for tactical training, a new fire station number 8 with stations 6 and 7, and the new police annex under construction. We have a new plaza around the courthouse, and we have a new $100 million added to our fund balance. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of hard work. And even before successfully achieving this impressive list, our mayor served as a police officer for HPD for over 30 years, which is an astounding accomplishment in itself. And then as councilman for 2 years in Pasadena, which is where he and I met. Many citizens and I would like to just stand back right now and let you know that we recognize the completely unique and unprecedented. Are you kidding me?
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your comments.
And it's Grizzy. I'm always gonna clock that shit. Pop your shit. Alright.
The reason why there's many people here complaining, describing corruption, is because that's what it is. There's corruption. We have this partition here because of tyranny. This is tyranny. This is a corrupting mayor that wants to silence us. Doesn't want his employers to come up here and confront our employee. The number one employee is the most corrupt, displays tyranny, and has the slightest, not even probably not a slight respect for the men and women that serve our country. Our men and women serve our country so we can all exercise our right of freedom of speech. I've been escorted out of here 3 times. I've been arrested. The judge threw it out in his face, just threw it at him and said, hey, you don't do that to Americans. You don't put Americans in jail because you're trying to hide what he's exposing you from doing. This punk up here, little Jeffrey, has lied about me up here. He's told y'all that I had a gag order, which is a lie. Tell him. See, he's a sissy right there. This toots can't talk to y'all. He won't agree. He knows I'm telling y'all the truth, and he won't tell y'all the truth. So what I'm getting at is that when there's smoke, there's fire. And the reason why many people up here are upset is because of what this punk has done. Okay? And he deserves to be confronted this manner because of what he's done to me and my family. What he's done to me and my family, is nothing short of what Vladimir Putin would do.
Ooh.
Okay? Kim Jong-un would love to get in bed with little Jeffrey. That's how proud he makes Kim Jong-un. And I'm telling you, I'm sick of this. I've been here exposing him, and only a few people back me up. Only a few. And those that back me up, thank you. And those who respect our men and women who serve this country and understand what they fought for, and understand we can't let employees conduct themselves in this manner. When they do, they should have been gone. The first evidence that I had to show everybody here, everybody should have been shouting at the rooftops, saying, get this coward out of here. Little Jeffrey does not belong here. I, myself, have been fighting this time and time again, but I'm just one man. He has a platform. He has a following. He abused our police department to intimidate me. He has very, very hateful individuals in my neighborhood. And Phil Caton kicked it off, right? Phil Caton, a former council member, they kicked off this hate against my family. My family cannot apologize for being born with a year-round suntan, okay? But this is the way they come at us. They come at us differently. And this hate is going to stop. I'm telling you, it's coming. The time is coming, little Jeffrey, where this hate stops. Yeah, it does. It will come to a stop. Whether you like it or not, it's going to come to a stop. And I know you're not going to be in office, but I'm letting you know, Pasadena's waking up to this type of hatred, this type of mistreatment of minorities. It can't happen. This partition should not be here. We should be speaking on this side, speaking to both of them. But this is how it is because of corruption.
Thank you, sir.
Damn. He did that. Baby, he popped his shit. Ooh, Jeffrey. Lil Jeffrey. He called him Lil Jeffrey. Oh my
You
God.
recognize this, Mayor? You recognize this? The pothole that was outside your house for 12 months or more, that you came by and saw me on your way to council the last time I'll show you, and I fixed that pothole. You remember that? You remember seeing me do that? That's about a $300,000 pothole repair. We can't afford that, Mayor. We can't afford a $300,000 fix. My name's John Matthews, and I've lived and worked in Pasadena for over 60 years. I want to express my concern over the direction of our city. In recent days, our administration is seeking support from outside Pasadena. Law enforcement knows some of the people in these groups that are gathered, known as criminals. I quote Rex at a gathering in South Houston recently in referring to a South Houston councilman. We have the same vision for what can go on in our city government, whether it be Pasadena or South Houston. No Pasadena citizen would ever agree with that statement. Why are we seeking the support and involvement of city government? I was personally cussed out and physically threatened by your brother, Paul, Rex.
Oh shit.
You never one time called me. You never one time said one word, not one thing. Hey man, you didn't mean it. At a local shopping center in town with multiple people around. I was told that I better watch my back, that a motorcycle may drive up behind me, and that guy would be a good shot. I was hoping that the chief would be here tonight because I immediately called the chief of police and I told him, hey, I told him exactly what happened. Jerry and I have known each other for years. And he said, I'll take care of it. You know what he did taking care of it? He called you, and he called Dan Pennington, and nothing was ever done. You didn't call Mayor, you didn't call Rex, no one called.
Baby.
After consulting with the police chief and other former chiefs, I was told that to file a police report, which I did. Within an hour of the meeting with the police, the mayor's office had already been contacted regarding the event. I was told that it would be investigated and they would get back with me. I was never contacted again. That's how this city runs, Mayor. By the police regarding this issue. Hundreds of people have been harassed and threatened for not supporting Rex. Threatening messages, phone calls, Facebook messages are endless. This is not how we want our city ran. We do not want people who think this is okay in charge of Pasadena. I'm tired of people being picked at. I'm tired of people being punished for the way that they believe. That you guys demoralize them, especially in our police department. Shame on y'all. We have already lost many good families from living in Pasadena, and more are planning to leave because of the direction of our city. My family could be one of them. You'd probably be happy with that, but that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry about that. After the deal, I'll be glad to show y'all these pictures.
Ooh, baby, he's woo. Hey, he did that. He did that. All right, we got some. Oh, he's ready to go. He's got paper. Oh my
Good
God.
evening, Council.
Ooh.
I have several letters seeking clarification on dates. The requests are for communications between several city employees to the dates between April 22nd and April 30th, 2025. Apparently, the city has gone to outside counsel to send these letters of clarification because our city attorney, who is a close friend of Mr. Lindbergh, is unable to read dates. Any first grader can.
Ooh.
What are the communications in question? All communications between Jeff Wagner and Rex Lindbergh, April 22nd through April 30th, 2025. All communications between William Schneider and Jeff Wagner, April 22nd through April 30th, 2025. All communications between William Schneider and Rex Lindbergh, April 22nd through April 30th, 2025. Why would I want those communications? On April 23rd at 6:27 a.m., I have video of Jeff Wagner and Rex Lindbergh stealing signs, again, and placing them in the bed of Jeff Wagner's gray truck. I called Pasadena PD Dispatch and Officer Schneider responded when he also has a close relationship with Jeff Wagner and refused to issue a citation. Additionally, Officer Schneider intentionally muted his body cam footage twice while speaking to both Jeff Wagner and Rex Lindbergh, which is against department policy. So the real question I have is, when will the city be charging Mayor Wagner with Texas Penal Code 28.03, or will the city continue to allow its employees to cover up the criminal conduct of this administration? The citizens of Pasadena insist upon equal application of law enumerated in the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, sir. Okay, council, bring this down to presentation minutes, May 6th.
Oh my God, yeah.
10 a.m. Got a motion by Estrada, second by Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Brings down the presentation of special council meeting, May 13th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Motion Estrada, second by Van Hout. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? That brings down the progress payments. Motion by Dow or Estrada? Second by Estrada.
Oh my God,
Any
y'all.
questions? All in favor? Opposed?
No, hombre, eso ya valió caca.
Motion Shanebine, second by Dow. Any
Damn,
questions?
they told me to come to Pasadena today. Showed up.
Personnel changes A. Motion Estrada. Second by Villarreal. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, Madam Secretary.
I'm in
bring us
city
down to
council.
first readings.
Ordinance 2025,
I'm in a meeting. Why are you calling me?
ordinance 2025-118, authorizing and approving a revised ball field license agreement developed for use by the Parks and Recreation Department. Ordinance 2025-119, an ordinance abandoning, vacating, and closing a 0.0553 acre, 2,411 square foot portion of 10-foot wide utility easement out of Lot 2 in Block 1 of Spencer Highway Gardens as recorded in Volume 22, page 51, HCMR, and the same being out of WCRR Company Survey, Section 5, Abstract 928, Pasadena, Harris County, Texas, finding that the public necessity and convenience no longer requires the continued existence of said easement, and quit claiming city interest in and to said easement to the legal owners of fee simple title of letting the easement and $5,910 as fair market value for 2,411 square feet tracts of land. Ordinance 2025-120, an ordinance abandoning, vacating, and closing a 15-foot wide unimproved public road easement being the south 428.0 foot of a 15-foot wide public road easement in the Block 4, Block 7 of Golden Acres Annex as recorded in Volume 10, page 35, HCMR, the same being out of the WCRR Company Survey, Section 6, Abstract 11A, Pasadena, Harris County, Texas, as described herein, finding that the public necessity and convenience no longer requires the continued existence of said public road easement and quit claiming the city interest in and to said public road easement to the legal owners of fee simple title of letting the public road easement and $5,136 as fair market value for the 6,420 square foot tract of land. Ordinance 2025-121, an ordinance abandoning, vacating, and relocating a 0.1081 acre, 4,707 square foot portion of 15-foot wide drainage easement out of Lot 1 and Block 1 of Kingsdale as recorded in Volume 19, page 38, HCMR, and being out of the WCRR Company Survey, Section 5, Abstract 928, Pasadena, Harris County, Texas, finding that the public necessity and convenience no longer requires the continued existence of said easement at this specific location, and that the easement will be relocated to an alternate site to serve the public interest, and quitclaim the city interest in and to said easement to the legal owner of the simple title of the easement accepting $11,532 as fair market value for the 4,707 square foot tract of land.
Motion Stoddard, second by Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, Madam Secretary, resolutions, please.
Daniel. Are we done?
Resolution 2025-97, a resolution pursuant to section 2-147 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pasadena, Texas, amended by ordinance 2025-86, the Chief of Police appoints Jeremy Armstrong, Deputy Code Enforcement Inspector, as the code official. Resolution 2025-99, accepting a monetary donation of $300 in the form of HEB gift card from HEB Freeze by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with the 2025 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament. Resolution 2025-99, accepting a monetary donation in the amount of $1,500 and in-kind donation of portable missing phone carrying a charger value of $500.
All right. Oh my God, friends. Wayne Dolcefino. I got Wayne Dolcefino. Hey Wayne, I got you on Facebook Live with the Hood News peeps. They tell us, yeah, thank you, friend, thank you. So tell us, like, what's the sentiment that you witnessed today in this council meeting?
Well, the mayor wasn't happy, and I tell you what, he knows what we're saying is right. I told the city, and I told the mayor in a text message that I was going to go to war with him if they didn't stop playing these games. And I've got a full-ranging public corruption investigation now. We're looking at the convention center. We're looking at payments to city employees who run consulting firms. Hundreds of thousands of dollars went to that company. Folks have a right to know why. Folks have a right to know why the mayor's next door neighbor is getting a convention center contract. This is stuff that stinks. You know, I remember Pasadena. They used to call it Stinkadena because of the chemical plants, but now it's Stinkadena for another reason, Grizzy, and it's a real problem. And I've been around a long time, and when I asked candidates for an interview, Rex Lindbergh didn't call us back 3 times. Mr. Scheinbein, who I met about an hour and a half ago for the first time, sat down for an interview that you're going to see in a video coming up on Dolcefino.com, which I know is your favorite.
Yes, my favorite. I love it. I love it. Yes, friend. Oh man, get your snacks ready, friends. And if you missed all of this, you're gonna want to see what Wayne had to say to the Mayor Wagner today. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, friend. Thank you. Okay. All right, friends. Hey, he's been on the Hood News too. Did they ever? Let me ask you. So, did your situation ever get resolved? Like,
So I'm still fighting it. Stephen Albert, I'm still fighting it because the mayor has our tax dollars.
Yeah.
All right, he can take me from here to the slums and take every little penny that I have. I pay his salary as well as y'all do. And I've been fighting this for a while. This corruption has been going on too long, and they've done everything in the book to silence me, including putting me in jail. And they put me in jail October 15th, right here from this location right here. And I filed a federal civil rights lawsuit on Wagner.
wow.
And he deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I'm just trying to take care of my family.
Can you, okay, because some people will remember your face from the times we came out here. Tell those that don't know your anger and why, what exactly, more or less, just if you can brief us on what you've been going through these last few years.
So what I've been going through was dealing with my mom who has dementia. And for those who have family members who suffer from dementia, no, it's a card that you don't wish on anybody. And for me, my mom was dealt with that card, and I was doing everything I can to ease her pain. And I came here for the city for the permits. After 8 months of them reviewing those plans, they granted me the permits. So I went to work on those plans. And right when I'm almost done, my neighbor who has connections with Wagner used Wagner, that connection along with Phil Caton at the time with the council member, to block my final permit. And that's the fight I've been in for the last few years. And when you came up here, that's what I was fighting with, and that's what I'm fighting with. Wagner had told the public that I was given a gag order by the court. Never happened. He told the public that I could only talk about a happy birthday or a graduation. If you're an American, you know that's a bold-faced lie. You know that's a violation of your civil rights. And for you to let any American strip you of your rights, then you don't have a backbone. If you don't stand up for yourself, you need to, because every man and woman that fought for this country fought for those rights. So don't lay down for them. And if you know somebody who can't fight, then fight for them, because we're Americans. And if we don't stand up for each other, then we're divided.
All right, friend. Thank you so much, man. You did that, friend. You did that. All right, man. Pasadena, get down, Dina in the house. Hey.
I'm John Matthews.
Hi, John. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to meet you.
Hey, you too. Tell me your name.
Grizzy. I run a
Oh,
news
you are
page.
Grizzy.
Yeah, Grizzy. That's me.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, can we see some of these pictures?
This is a pothole that was right outside of
All right.
the mayor's house, 1 block away. Matter of fact, you can see in this picture right here, there's his house. You can see his, well, let's see. No, that's the new street.
Okay.
That's the new street.
Look at that pothole.
Here's his house. That's how close he is to this pothole. So basically, this was the pothole that got called in multiple times by multiple people to 311. It fell on deaf ears because it was in Thomas Shanebine's District 8. I went myself and filled the hole, and the mayor came out on his way to council one night and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm filling this pothole that's been here over 9 months." He goes, "Oh, it's been here a lot longer than 9 months." As you can see, they came in somewhere in here, no transparency. There's $3 million, I think, on this. Yeah, there's $3 million right there.
Wow.
And they put in, instead of patching the hole, they put in a new street.
Wow.
And to the taxpayer, to the tune of between $200,000 and $300,000.
Wow.
Let's see what the other one is. Yeah, there's the mayor's house. Let's see, the other one is, this is how the city takes care of brand new fire stations. This has been laying over almost since this fire station went in. The tree goes right in front of the newest fire station that's open on Crenshaw Boulevard. The way that they spend our money, and then they spent $151,000 plus landscaping this building right here. It floods. The water can't get out. The drains get closed up with bark mulch, so it goes into the city sewer. That's the other. I got a whole bunch, but
right.
That ought to be enough for you to.
All right.
Thanks
you
a lot.
so much.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. We're here for
How's
the
your
people.
microphone?
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
That's good for you.
All right, Hood News Peeps. Stay tuned. More Hood News on the way. There's been a shooting somewhere. I'll be out there. I'll see you soon.